Hello Rockets, this is Miguel Munoz.
And I'm Melissa Silva. We welcome you to this brand new edition of Rocket Vision.
In today's show, you'll learn about an Apasoan hero that helps volunteer her time with children diagnosed with cancer. We will then show you a location so you can help grant a wish.
Are you one of the few that complain El Paso is a boring city? Well, in this week's venue, we have a spot for those that like to be challenged.
Stay tuned for this and more news on this Friday's episode of Rocket Vision.
Let's go ahead and get the show started.
And we have liftoff at 2:13.
Xavier, Jordan, Zach.
Nobody can stop it, yeah, I am a rocket. Red, white, and blue, yeah, we are rockets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we blessing all. We are Irvin Rockets. Ain't nobody can stop it, yeah, I am a rocket. Red, white, and blue, yeah, we are rockets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we blessing all. We are Irvin Rockets.
For our first story, our reporter Mary Delgado spent an Easter evening with the members of Reach for a Star. This local charity was funded to grant critically ill children a wish. It is also a great opportunity to volunteer and catch up on the required community service hours for graduation. Therefore, if you enjoy helping others, pay attention to our next story.
To help others, we do not need large amounts of money. All we need is a kind heart such as the one Ms. Deborah Roos possesses. For the past 25 years, she has been working with Reach for a Star, helping critically ill children forget about their illness for a while and enjoy life. This past Easter, President of Reach for a Star, Ms. Deborah Roos, organized an Easter egg hunt for the children and their families. Over 1,000 eggs filled the park with the goal of putting a smile on their faces.
I hope it's a new tradition that we try to get together every holiday.
Reach for a Star, founded in 1982, is a nonprofit, all-volunteer charity that has granted wishes of hundreds of children with a terminal disease.
These children that you meet never complain, they never ask for anything. It's very humbling. So I've just learned to just enjoy every day that we have.
Hi, my name is MJ. I'm beating leukemia.
MJ was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia on April 13, 2015 at the age of 6.
It was one of the worst feelings ever for a parent or for anybody to hear.
MJ's wish is an iPad. He is currently waiting on getting his wish granted. MJ is currently in the maintenance stage, which means he's doing treatments to keep the leukemia away. He will continue to go through chemo for the next 3 years.
I'm thankful for Reach for the Star and all the people that helped me.
Another Wish Kid Reach for a Star has helped is Audrey Likovic. She was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 15.
It's very scary, especially for kids, because you're supposed to be having fun.
Audrey was diagnosed with leukemia in December of 2014. When she got in contact with Reach for a Star, they granted her a wish, which was a sweet 16. Within the first month of chemo, Audrey was cancer-free. She is currently in the maintenance phase and will be in remission within the next 2 years. Even though many children like MJ and Audrey have had positive news, there have been a few who have lost their battle against their illness. In the past 3 years, Reach for a Star has lost 12 children to cancer.
Each one of our wishes touches our heart. It seems like we lose a piece of ourselves every time one of them passes.
Just a few months ago, Irvin had an honoring visit by former NFL player Billy Davis. Billy Davis presented Irvin with a golden football and an inspirational speech. Here's Ruben Guzman with the story.
A pep rally was held to welcome two-time Super Bowl champ Billy Davis. Mr. Davis is an Irvin alumni and is back in his hometown to recognize where he came from.
Could I present this to start? It's really special to me because I know how hard it is coming from maybe a town that doesn't get as recognized as it should be, to be able to inspire and show kids that the possibilities are endless.
Mr. Davis awarded Irvin High School with a golden football in honor of the 50-year anniversary of the NFL and his 2 Super Bowl wins.
I believe we're the only school in El Paso that has a Super Bowl champion.
Former NFL player Ed Stanberry, Coach Rick Hernandez, and Superintendent Juan Cabrera spoke of never giving up and everything is within your reach.
I always tell people to stand on their feet because that's where you need to end up no matter what happens in your life. End up back on your feet.
Mr. Davis also gave the students a motivational speech about never forgetting where you came from and how education plays a key role in your life.
College prepared me to be an adult. I left with a degree. I made sure that I had something not to fall back on, but something to help me move forward in life. As at the end of the day, the only person you can rely on is yourself.
This has been Ruben Guzman reporting for Rocket Vision.
For this week's question of the week, we went around and asked our fellow Rockets trivia questions. You'll be surprised on what they answered. Here's Eddie Flores with more.
Hey Rockets, it's time to test your brain. This week I went around asking simple yet random questions. Let's see the results.
What is the name of Dr. Seuss's egg-hatching elephant?
Horton. Horton. Horton? Horton. Did I get it? Yeah. Nice. How many bones are there in the human body?
206.
187.
126. 231.
106.
200, yeah.
206.
Which is the only mammal that can't jump?
A bird?
A cow? An alligator?
I have no idea, dude. That's a tough question.
What percentage of the earth is covered by water?
4%.
71%.
70%.
74.
What does WWW stand for?
I have no clue.
Oh, the World Wide Web.
Wrestle something entertainment.
What is the biggest state in the U.S.?
It ain't Texas? California.
Alaska?
Yeah, right.
It's Alaska. Yeah.
Where's the smallest bone in the body?
Tailbone, I don't know.
Your toe?
In your ear?
Seems like most of you had a hard time answering these questions. Maybe next time you should pay more attention in class, or you'll never know when Rocket Vision Trivia might get you. This has been Eddie Flores reporting for Rocket Vision.
We're not finished just yet, Rockets.
There's more after the commercial break.
The feeling of hopelessness. The feeling of darkness. The feeling of being helpless. I'm a real person, but with no value. Your body is a prison. Your mind is your warden. Surrounded by happiness, but can't bring myself to feel it. I hate being alone, but I don't want to drag anyone else down with me. I feel like I'm stuck in traffic, watching my life pass me by. I'm sick and tired of everything, but I have no desire to change. Surrounded by happiness, but can't bring myself to feel it. I'm a real person, I'm the cause of my own what's the point? You can't put this dark place into words. Depression, a dead desert where you're stuck alone.
A new form of disaster has been popping off across the country. It is finally here in El Paso now.
Are you talking about Disaster Room 915?
That's right.
For this week's venue spotlight, Rocket Vision visited a real-life escape room attraction where participants are trapped in a room and their mission is to get out.
Here's A.B. Roman with the story.
Do you think you have a clever mind? Do you think you have what it takes to solve difficult puzzles and riddles? Well, this venue's for you. This is Disaster Room 915.
Disaster Room is an escape room, meaning you're given a mission and locked in a room, and you only have 60 minutes to solve all the puzzles and escape, with the exception of 4 hints. This is a fantastic and unique way to put your puzzle solving skills to the test. The rooms change every 3 to 4 months. The puzzles are created by Joel Delgado and 3 other friends.
Hi, my name is Joel Delgado, and I'm one of the owners of Disaster Room 915. First went to an escape room in Austin, Texas. The concept has popped up all around the country in Albuquerque, in Phoenix, in Dallas, and so we just thought it'd be really cool to bring one here to El Paso. We recommend this game for about high school aged and above, but we've learned that really all ages are capable of playing the puzzle and really enjoying it, just as long as you enjoy puzzles and challenging your brain. I think you can have a lot of fun.
There is currently 2 rooms, one being Time Warp, where you'll travel back in time to gather items to essentially save the world. The other room is a cartel chaos room where you're assigned a mission to steal a new drug for your cartel boss, and all under 60 minutes before your rivals return. Disaster Room is located at 1112 Myrtle Avenue, El Paso, Texas 79901. The price is $15 per person, and if you book more than 5 people, it goes down to $12 per person. You could book reservations at disasterroom915.com.
I feel like a failure.
Will you be crowned Master of Disaster or fall victim to another disaster room? I'm reporter A.B. Roman, and this has been this week's Venue Spotlight.
In this sports section, our reporter Martha Marquez went behind the scenes with the Irvin Rocket baseball team. The players had to go through a series of conditioning exercises with the Marine Corps to help them get in shape for their season.
The strength of the warrior is in the team. Let that hang home for a little bit. Think about that. The strength of the warrior is in the team.
This year, Irvin's baseball team began a new tradition created by head coach Saldana, Coach Gonzalez, and Coach Rosales. With the goal of building character and respect towards one another, the coaches planned Hell Week, a series of conditioning events.
We start together, we stay together, and we finish together. And that's our motto. Not only that, but our team created something that was unique amongst them, and that is all in.
Hell Week started with morning workouts Tuesday through Thursdays at 5:30 a.m. for an hour, following 1 hour of yoga.
Athletes figured out that, their bodies were able to do things they never thought they would.
Monday through Saturday was non-stop conditioning workouts consisted of ropes, jumping, tugging, pulling, carrying one another, and stadiums, a multitude of conditioning stages.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hell Week was a success, leading the team to be one of the top 4 teams in districts. Due to the results, the boys baseball team has a record of 3 wins and 1 tie.
And we learned to work hard and really push through. It made us mentally strong, and it brought us together as a family. And it shows, in our games, we stick together and we got each other's backs. We were really like a family.
As far as I'm concerned, we're all moving forward. Yeah, we're going to have our aches and pains tomorrow. But hey, we got to jump right back on the boat. We're not done.
This week-long program will become an annual tradition for the Irvin baseball team. This has been Martha Marquez reporting for Rocket Vision.
It's almost time for us to go, but before we do, we have Challenge of the Week between Yair Salas and Coach Saldana.
This week's challenge got pretty physical. We actually had them go through an obstacle course.
The participants had to go through 4 different stages. I'm rooting for Yair Salas. What about you?
I think Coach Saldana would win. Here's this week's challenge.
Mr. Fuentes, I accept your challenge.
Jessica, I accept your challenge.
I'll challenge Lindsay for the next challenge.
Daisy Rodriguez, I challenge you.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Rocket Vision.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at IHSRVTV. This has been Miguel Munoz
and Melissa Silva,
anchoring for RVTV.
So now tune in to Rocket Vision. Red, white, and blue is our representation.
R-O-C-K-E-T is our description.
Blast to the sky, blind the opponent's eye, giving all the schools permission to fly
in our Irvin sky.